Hey fams, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for all of your support during this Christmas in July. I am so grateful for all the love and all the support, and I hope that you guys are inspired for this upcoming Christmas holiday and got some ideas for your home decor. Look forward to some new videos coming out for the month of August, and fall videos will be at the end of August. But I just want to tell you guys thank you so much for joining me, and I appreciate y'all, and I will see you guys soon. Enjoy your summer and enjoy this Christmas in July, but this is the final video. So thank you guys so much for being here, for your support, for your love, and for watching. I love y'all so much. So here in my family room, I have a bunch of different vignettes in my family room. And so here in my family room, I wanted something that was still a little bit traditional, but more transitional and a little bit more modern, but you know, just elegant and chic. This is our family room, so we're here 95% of the time. So I didn't want anything that was going to be in the way of my kids or anything like that. And these baubles are the shatterproof baubles. So if my daughter Nyla were to take one of these and throw them, it will not break. So I wanted it to be very practical. And you know, still elegant, still cozy, still neutral in tone, and just still very inviting. So I always layer my frames in everywhere in my home. I layer my frames. I create like different focal points for my frames. And this frame, I actually made it out of tissue paper. Well, crafting paper. So I took the backboard out of the frame itself, and I wrapped it in crafting paper, and then I took 2 sheets of crafting paper, crumpled it up, and then I hot glue it to the board of the frame, and then I put it back in the frame, and it gives this frame a different level of elevation. It elevates that style, and it becomes that 3-dimensional design that I was going for, but it's still neutral in tone. It's still elegant, it's still chic, it's beautiful, but I can still use it even after Christmas for my everyday use. And I just love the way that this turned out. The fact that you could take something that you could have laying around the house, you know, it's budget friendly, and it's a DIY that anyone can do. It makes me feel good to know that I can just, you know, create something out of nothing, and it cost me nothing to create because I already had all the supplies on hand. And this frame, I've used this frame a million times in my home. And so being able to reuse the frame and, you know, the craft paper and everything, I just love the way that it turned out. And then I did the same thing to this frame in the back. And these are all thrifted items. So this frame in the back was thrifted for $2.99. And I did the same thing with this frame. I didn't crumple the paper, but I just wrapped the board itself, the matting part, into, you know, with the craft paper, and then I just layered it. Then I had this Merry Christmas sign that you guys saw that I hauled. I just layered it on top of it, and I always layer things in groups of 3s because for some reason the eye tends to like that in groups of odd numbers. So I grouped it in groups of 3s. You can even see here, I grouped this in groups of 3s, and then this little vignette right here in groups of 3s, and then this stands alone. The lamp is an anchor, so that stands alone as well. And then I have my 2 you know, mirrored frames here. And I just think that it turned out so lovely. It's elegant, it's chic, it's Christmassy, it's not over the top, but it definitely gives a festive vibe. But on my little side table, I did that group of threes again. I just went ahead and I layered it with, I had some, a vase that was just kind of laying around. My best friend actually gave me that vase when I first moved into my home, and it just fits into the color scheme and tones of my home. And then I just had some olive tree stems, some olive branches, and I just placed it into the vase itself, and then I layered it with two of these beautiful domes, and I put a Christmas candle in there, and it just looks so elegant. It's so chic. It's very simple. I can still use this even after Christmas. I don't even have to take this vignette down, and I can still use it even after Christmas, and I just love the way that it looks. Then you see my pillows, everything just kind of a flow with the color scheme and the style. I'm going for a more Pottery Barn urban chic look, and so it just looks so great. I feel like it's a little bit woodsy, cabiny feel, but still neutral and still elegant and beautiful. So if this is something that you guys want to create, you absolutely can create this on a budget. I mean, my pillow coverings came from the thrift store. That little plaid pillow covering was from the thrift store. This I got from Amazon. I got that from Amazon, and this it was a 2-pillow set that I got from TJ Maxx. And I mean, it's a great vignette. It's a great setup, and it's comfy, it's cozy, it's warm. It still feels like very Christmassy, but I can go into the winter, the entire winter with these colors, and don't even have to change a thing, and I plan on it. So here, my coffee table, you guys know about my coffee table. But here I simply just went with something rustic. So again, I use contact paper and cover my table, and then my frame it was thrifted, and I just wrapped the inside of the board. I wrapped it with wrapping paper that I got from the Dollar Tree with the color tones, the color scheme that I was going for. So I had the greens, I had the browns, the creams, the black, all those colors that are wrapped up in that one wrapping paper. And then I layered it with a little basket that I got from the thrift store. And I have some baubles in there. I have this glass Christmas tree cone that I thrifted, and this gold canister that I also thrifted with some greenery and some books that finishes it off, and I also thrifted those books. So again, you can find things that are beautiful, that are elegant, for little to nothing, and create a beautiful vignette for your home. You don't have to break your bank. You don't have to spend $1 million just to get something that you may have seen on Pinterest or seen on Instagram. Listen, let your reality be your own, right? So whatever it is that you can afford, you can thrift, you can go high end, you can stay within a budget that you want. But I feel like this look is very cozy. It is high end, but at the same time, I spent less than $15 for this entire vignette. Okay, so for this vignette in my entryway, I just added a mirror that I also got thrifting. It's actually the mirror that came with my bedroom set. I thrifted my entire bedroom set for $75, and it's one of 2 mirrors, and I just placed it here. This wall is very tall. We have 10-foot ceilings in our home, and so this mirror here just heightens it. It just plays with the height, and I just added the layer again. I think that layering just makes your home feel so warm and cozy. And so I went ahead and I layered it with this Christmas sign that I got from Walmart. home for the holidays. I have these 2 candle stands that, oh my gosh, I've had these candle stands for years, okay? I thrifted these years ago, maybe like 5 years ago. I thrifted these and I still have them. I love these candle stands. They're very strong, and the details in these candle stands are so incredible. So I still have those, and I will always have them. And then I just have my thrifted bowl here that I threw some wintry potpourri in that I got from Walmart. And I have some pine cones in there, some baubles, and some little pine stems. And it just smells so amazing. When you walk into the house, that is all you smell is pine in my home. It smells so amazing in here. And then I have my vase. Now, this vase has been here since spring, and I love it so much. I actually DIY this vase. I'm going to link it in the iCard above. You can go and see that video. But I DIY this vase out of baking soda and paint, and I just love the way that it turned out, and I think that it fits this space so perfectly. And then I just went ahead and I added some berry stems in there, and I love it. It looks incredible. Love the way that it turned out. So it's simple, yet it's very chic, and it's very Christmassy. So this area here, I wanted something that was elegant and very classic. I didn't want to keep the picture frames there because, like I said, I still want the coziness of farmhouse, but I am kind of straying away from it a little bit. It's more of a transitional modern, I guess, farmhouse, if you may, but definitely sticking to my traditional and classic style. And so I wanted this little hallway here, this little entryway, to be very classic, very timeless. So again, I thrifted these frames. These frames cost me less than $10, all 3 of them. And I just went ahead, the top frame here, it's actually just the cardboard backing that is in the top frame. And I just put it up there with the frame. And then the second one, again, I layered it with the wreath. I covered it with the craft paper, the backing I covered with the craft paper, and then I just layered that frame itself with the wreath. And then in the last frame, it's actually our family's faith confession that I have in the foyer, and we say it from time to time, but that is our faith confession and what we believe in. And I just think that it looks so rich and so regal. This is something that, you probably would pay someone so much money just to create, but again, you can create this style on any budget. You could go more high end, you could go as chic as you want, you could go as little as you want, but I just think that it turned out so nicely. And then I just have my bench with my velvet pillows. These velvet pillow coverings I got from Amazon, and it just looks so good. It's comfy, it's cozy, it's practical. My kids sit there, I sit there, my husband sit there, we all sit there. This is Nyla's favorite spot in the house. She comes in and she lays out on the rug, and she sits on the bench and she throws the pillows, and these pillows are so versatile. I mean, my kids, they throw them around, they lay on them, they play on them, they put it on the floor and they lay on it and watch TikTok. I mean, my home is beautiful, but at the same time, it's very practical for my kids, that they can use any space in the home and not feel like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna break this, or I'm gonna rip this, or I can't lay on this, I can't sit on this. My home is very, very kid friendly and very practical, but still extremely beautiful. So I just love the way that this little vignette turned out. It is super gorgeous and very, very Christmassy, though it's neutral tones. So again, I I can go into the winter with this entire color scheme and not have to change a thing. So that is what I was striving for, and I think that I achieved it. I wanted our dining room to be a lot more warm and, you know, warm in color and tones. It's Christmas. I can't do without my reds and my greens, though my living room, my foyer is very neutral in tones, and I absolutely love that. But I wanted to also bring that pop of red in, and I love the way that this turned out. It is so beautiful, and these are items that I had in my stash. The only thing that I did purchase that was new were these two evergreen picks that I got from Walmart for $7.98. And again, this entire vignette cost me $15. And you would think that it cost me an arm and a leg because of all the different pieces, but all I spent was $15 to create this entire vignette because I already had all these things in my stash. So I have my berry Christmas tree here that I had from last year that I purchased, and then I have these two Christmas cones. Now they're very in height and they're very different in style, but it still has that same color scheme that is going on. I also have this glam Christmas tree that I purchased this from Marshall's years ago. And I have this little red Christmas cone that I thrifted for $2.99 last year. And then these are all baubles that I got from Walmart, Dollar Tree years ago. And also this Christmas sleigh I purchased from Marshall years ago. So I love the way that this turned out. And then of course you can see my little candle, my brass candles that I thrifted. I got all 6 pieces for $1.99, and I just love it. I anchored it with these 2 lamps and also my thrifted mirror that you guys saw that I DIY'd the other day. And I just anchored the space with that mirror and the lamps and created this beautiful vignette. I went ahead and just tucked some Dollar Tree glittery stems in the evergreen stems, and it just looks so beautiful, and it goes with my Christmas tree. It goes with my color scheme in the dining room, and I'm not going to show you everything because I want to give you guys a tour, but I just think that this is so lovely. I love this mirror because in this mirror you can see the chandelier, and the light just bounces off of the chandelier, off of the mirror, so it makes the room appear to be bigger. I also have my huge window, so when the light is on, I mean, it's just playing around. It's bouncing from the mirror, from the window, and it makes this room seem larger than it really is. But that is what I love about putting things in the spaces that is going to give you the maximum lighting, you know, beauty and just pure elegance. And I just love the way that this turned out. It's traditional, it's chic, it's elegant, yet again it is still practical. My baubles are shatterproof, so if my daughter were to take it and throw it, it will not break. So I love it. I love it. So you guys, let me know what you guys think about this easy vignette styling video. I hope that I've given you guys some inspiration and some great ideas that you can create your own vignette styling on a budget. You don't have to break the bank. Shop your home. Use the things that you already have. Don't look at someone else's home and think that, oh my gosh, you know, I want that. These are things that I've had for years, and you know, each year I may buy like 1 or 2 pieces and add it to my stash. But shop your home. I guarantee you can find something to create. You just have to use a little bit of elbow grease, some creativity, and some imagination. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope that you guys are enjoying my Christmas series and that you guys are enjoying your Christmas kickoff so far. Remember that Jesus is Lord. He is the reason for the season. He loves you, and I love you too. I hope to see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Bye guys.